leveraging the negative of my suspended Twitter account. Get my huge clock up there. And we're ready for the stragglers. What do we got here? Pete Dow had this problem of learning, and he learned the hard way.
Well, he couldn't listen.
But he did. Well, that's just it. He could listen, but he didn't understand and extrapolated the wrong things. Like, he'll acknowledge what I'm saying is true, but ignore it.
Right.
So he got to do Scott is always right the hard way. One of the exercises I did to train him to listen. Now, you might be too young for this one because you believe things that are simply not true, like you listen. I demonstrated that's objectively not true. One of the other things you do is casually lie all the time.
Yeah.
So that's the first exercise I told Pete to do. Go 24 hours without lying and see if you can do it. Wake up. The first thing ask, am I lying? Everything you say, before you say it, ask yourself, am I lying?
Yeah, I'm not very precise in my words.
Of course not. You're an idiot. Why would you be? It's not reasonable to presume that. People who are precise with their words, like Christopher Hitchens, objectively aren't idiots. Notice how precise the speeches of Christopher Hitchens are.
They're very composed.
No, they're precise. That's it. All you have to be is precise. But you have to understand reality in order to do that. You can't tell the difference between what's true and what feels good.
Neither can anyone around you. physically.
What? You what? What
No
about anyone?
one who I live with can do that either.
So what?
Are we comparing ourselves to
So
people?
it's harder to do, but reality doesn't care.
Yeah, but again, I'm surrounded by extraordinary people, but that's a result of who I am. It always is.
Yeah.
You look at these things as goals because you look at the world wrong. One of the things I open with, the things that are objectively true and nothing you say, think, feel, or believe will change it. One of the things I introduced in the Tender for Law was you're just a semi-evolved chimp that made it this far.
Yeah.
This is objectively true. I can read a genome. I know this. I know that our species itself was reduced to numbers fewer than 5,000. And it was just in the men, too. The genetic diversity in the women didn't change. But we know there was fewer than 5,000 men remaining at some period in our history. It's written in our DNA. So you're a semi-evolved chimp that made it this far. That in itself, when you look at what we've learned in the past 10 years, how much we were wrong about. Even Brian Cox says it's very likely we're the only life in this galaxy, if not the universe. We used to think our solar system, if there were other solar systems, because it wasn't until 99 that we even confirmed that there were other planets. We knew there were other stars. It's reasonable to believe there's other planets, but there was no evidence.
Yeah.
But even when we confirmed the existence of planets, we assumed that all solar systems were similar. Rocky planets inside, gas giants outside. Of all the hundreds of thousands of extrasolar systems that we've seen, none of them are like our solar system. None of them. We're in a position that has conditions right out to 3 billion light years. We're in a galactic void in our region. Which, if it wasn't, life couldn't exist. That's the ugly thing about the entire universe. Everywhere else, by default, will kill you. So the odds of you existing, even as the semi-evolved chimp, are literally astronomical.
Where's the animal? Oh, in the cart, maybe?
There's 100% chance she's in the cart.
She had a little dinner. It's good.
100% chance. As a matter of fact, I am so certain.
Don't disturb her. She's having a nap.
It is a kitty. It's a kitty.
Kitty is, in fact, in the cart.
Okay.
Hi.
Right, it's back to those two exciting choices for dinner.
I'm good either way. I want for nothing. Matter of fact, that's one of the things I'm going to be discussing tonight. There's a disturbing thing going on. It's too easy.
I'm familiar with this. I can nap through it. Go back to beef.
Are we?
Yes.
Good for us.
We ate the vegetable.
Ah.
I'm banned from going into the office tomorrow.
Banned.
Yeah,
Looks like we get an extra long weekend.
we do, but I'm still thinking about a couple of hours. Yeah.
Banned.
Yeah. I haven't done the.
It's awfully uppity for a toaster.
I thought so. No, I haven't done the firewall update. I was going to check the second, or the Windows 11 machine and see if there's anything that is normal.
Yeah.
Plus, I haven't sorted out everyone for the week. However, it's entirely possible that we'll just lounge around.
Who's to say?
Who's number 3? Who's lucky number 3?
Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hi.
Hi.
Look at that, eh?
What?
The picture, for those watching the stream,
Max.
so
Derek.
there's
Moran,
Max, Derek Moran, Chris, Nora, Gail, and Dean Corey.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was Dean Corey.
It was Dean Corey.
Yeah, that's old.
So in that picture, of all the people who had direct access to me when it really mattered, only 2 listened.
I'm on the fence.
BD!
The birthday guy.
What's going on?
Yes, we're all happy birthday, Brian.
Yes, thank you.
What do you think? This or dumplings?
That, because you got it out now.
Well, I can put it back. That's how easy it is.
No, I've seen you try to put
Shut
things
up.
back in the freezer.
Sorry?
Dumplings it is.
How young are you today?
actually, it was yesterday. I was 60.
Wow.
That's right, everyone. Brian's older than me.
I feel it.
Wow. You made it.
I did. Barely.
You still got a few
That's good. Just keep it that
years.
way.
Cheryl's 60 this year.
So one of the things I plan on doing tonight is fulfilling requests in Grand Fluff Auto. One of the things people ask for is player location. So we're going to see if we can put that in live tonight.
Need jetpacks.
You need jetpacks.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're a good way just to get around. Like a quick, if you need to get to some spot, just jump on one. They're great.
You're asking this from the man that had you attacked by monkeys and set you on fire?
She has a point. I'm not sure that's a reasonable demand.
Well, I was actually attacked by a monkey.
Yep. And one of the first things I put in there was the ability to set everyone on fire.
So that's awkward.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you. Got a request to fill out information for jury duty. And this is not a jury summons. I just have to go online and register and everything.
No, you don't. Is there anything signed?
Well, it's Doug Downey, or Honorable Doug Downey, Attorney General. There's a digital signature.
Do you wish to perform jury duty?
Yeah, what is it? Like, there's request, there's demand, there's order. What exactly is this letter? Is it a legal document? That's the first thing you have to ask yourself. Is this a legal document?
Well, it's, what are you legally required to do within 30 days? Complete the mandatory jury eligibility form in one format, online or paper.
Okay, do it online. Make sure you put in, I hate niggers.
Hey, my nigger.
Hey, my nigger.
Legal?
What's going on, Brian?
Oh, not too much.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm old.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I get this shit every year too, Brian, so now you have to endure it too.
That's true, I am.
Yes, but to get on.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying I also got another piece of mail for the census, and they're even dinging my fucking phone, telling me that I've received a document that needs to be, a legal document needs to be finished or filled out.
Right, return to sender. Yeah, no party addressed. Return to sender. There's the legal. This is legal advice, everyone. If you receive anything that doesn't have a name on it, no party addressed. Return to sender. Don't change those words. No party addressed. Look at those words. No party addressed. Colon. Return to sender. And drop it back in a mailbox. Don't open it. Just right. No party addressed. Return to sender.
You're right. right. It's just my,
Correct. Resident.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. Why is everyone always surprised?
It says resident, Brian.
No party addressed. Return to sender. Write those words exactly and drop it in the mailbox your next opportunity. You have fulfilled your legal obligations.
no party addressed, colon.
Colon. Return to sender.
That's very popular these days.
Yes, but you want to cover yourself legally. Everything we do is legal and lawful. The government lies. Tries to say that I say don't pay taxes or evade taxes. No, you pay all the taxes you're legally obligated to. It was never your money. Ever. It's not your money when it's in the banks. It's the banks. They're the trustee. You're the one that's authorizing the trustee. We were talking the difference between copyright and copy hold in one of the posts there.
Yeah.
And the most public one is Marvel. Back in the 90s, Marvel was about to go under. Nobody was reading comics anymore. But they did have a whole catalog full of intellectual property that had public knowledge, which gave it value, so they could sell the rights. And Sony basically saved the entire Marvel Corporation. They gave them a fuck ton of money to be the copy holder of Spider-Man, anything attached to Spider-Man. Even though Marvel still owns the right to Spider-Man, they don't have the right to make movies. They cannot make a Spider-Man movie. Only Sony can do that. Even though Marvel owns Spider-Man. Taylor Swift learned this lesson. Those records that were produced were owned, even though she still owned the songs. She wrote them. But the copy holder has all the rights. And good on her. You can go look this up. She recorded the exact same album, all the same songs, all in the same order, in her own production company. Which, as much as it cringes me to cite Taylor fucking Swift, she understands her rights more than you understand yours. You don't even understand the concept of ownership. Which is exactly the way the Jews want it.
Back on the census.
Back to the census, yes.
FYI,
Yes?
I'm not comfortable with the legal system because I have no way of knowing if it's fair and impartial. So I'll just assume everyone who's charged with a crime is innocent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, Tara is just coming up with many good ideas, and she can go all night, of things you could fill out in the jury eligibility form. Under the section is there anything that would you believe would make you biased in any way? And they give you a form to fill out. You can say, I hate niggers, I hate cops.
They really don't like it when you say jury nullification.
And I totally know what jury nullification is.
From practical experience, I believe.
Okay, I'm going to stop here. Just
Yes.
take a survey. How many people here know what jury nullification is? Hello? Is this thing on?
It is on. Oh, it's so fun.
None of you know?
I do.
Yes, I know Mr. Randall knows. Who else knows? This is exactly what I described. People will just pretend to understand.
So why is the next question not?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I believe I.
Jury nullification is where you, as a juror, know absolutely 100% certainly that the person is guilty of the crime they're charged with.
You don't care.
But the jury's ruling is final. So the jury can, and often do, find people not guilty of laws they're opposed to.
Okay, how about this? I fundamentally don't like black people or Indians, and I can't wait to try jury nullification.
See, Tara makes this stuff fun. So now you have all sorts of fun shit. You know how you can just like have two browser tabs open. This chat and the form, and you just fill it out. Well, you just read each question, and I'll tell you how to fill it in.
Actually, it'd probably be best to start with from personal experience.
From personal experience, yes. But for the census, no party addressed, return to sender, and drop it in a mailbox. Going to use the law, use the postal code.
That's all it's on is my address and my postal.
That's right. No, I mean there's laws governing this. You don't have to pay to return it. Return to sender. It's your right. As long as you don't open it, you can write why it's being returned. You can just put return to sender. And they'll get mad, but if you have the legal reason why you're sending it back, they can't do anything. And these are because of the laws regarding unsolicited commercial mail. That's why your mailbox isn't jammed with flyers.
Oh, we get them.
Yeah, it's illegal. You can actually tell them to stop, and if they don't, you can fine them $300 per item.
Here's another fun fact. You know the answer, do they? If you get a text message and you type stop, what happens?
An unsolicited text message.
Yes. Oh, fuck any message.
Anybody know? First response to a text message. If you type stop, what happens?
It's kind of in the
That one
name.
I'm not sure about.
That's what they do. So they say text stop to no longer receive census text.
Text stop to no longer receive anything from that sender.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm
That's built. No. You guys don't know this. That's built into SMS.
Oh,
There you go, kids.
That's part of the standard. And you've always had it.
I shall type stop.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
That's any text.
So,
So you might end up blocking other people.
yep.
Make sure you add words after the word stop.
Yep.
The original specification had it like every other command line. If you were sending a command in a terminal, you did a / first. But people have a hard time with that. If you don't believe me, just go to Grand Fluff Auto and look how many times people forget to put the / before they enter command.
All the time.
All the time. Because it shows up on the console and we see it. And we mock you for it.
More to the point, why do they have his phone number?
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
If only we could build our own communication infrastructure where they have no control.
I know a guy.
If only we could make money that they don't have control over either. Sigh. If only.
So,
Tell you, the ignorance tax people are paying these days. It's just mind-boggling. That's right. Nobody's going to miss out. Oh, it looks like Ryan's out there on Twitter trying to duke it out with Andrew Wilson.
who's Andrew Wilson?
He's objectively famous for being the righteous piece of shit Christian. His wife is Rachel Wilson. He's on the Whatever podcast beating up whores all the time. He's basically one of the guys that go, "This bitch is stupid."
Christian political. Okay.
This bitch is stupid. The stupid bitch. Homath and Pearl Davis seem to be the only genuine people out there.
Good old Pearl Davis.
But the people that have found their way here, let's try something here. I'm going to broadcast a file. Which file, Scott? Well, I'll tell you guys. Let me find it here. This one. Download it. It's in my downloads folder. Look at that. Is that it? Yes, it is. Okay. So. Meanwhile, back at my chat. Paste. It's only looking for that. Alright, so that's not going to work. Okay, we do it the hard work. Wait a second. It's Katie.
It's me.
Katie.
And a kitty.
And a kitty. You mean the kitty that has a stupid face?
No, I mean the kitty that has a very beautiful face.
I have proof of stupid face.
I don't believe you.
Proof of stupid face, Katie!
I have proof of goats, Scott.
You do not.
Don't.
There were no goats.
My goats are just as valid as yours. You know that I have goats just standing by.
Yes, I know. I know you're part of Tara's propaganda army. I was not purchased for or with goats.
And yet here you are.
There were no goats.
History says otherwise.
What a gnarly propaganda machine.
It's everywhere. You have no idea.
Admittedly, every time I run across a goat, I do think about it.
See? You're already programmed.
Does have Goat Simulator.
Yes, that's still funny, Brian. Yes, that's how far Tara's propaganda army has pushed it. Brian thought it was hilarious buying me Goat Simulator. That's in my Steam library now. This is a thing that's a thing.
It's a thing.
Goat Simulator. There were no goats!
Sure.
So we were just giving legal advice what to do about the census. Why, you use the legal. What are the rules about letters being delivered to you? If there's no party addressed, it's unsolicited mail. Which is, they're not going to identify a party and try to attach joinder to someone. An unnamed party that must name themselves. No, there's no party. You don't get to do that. So you state the legal reason you're sending it back. No party addressed. Return to sender. And drop it in the mailbox.
Do that tomorrow.
Don't change those words. Examine what the words mean. No party addressed. Return to sender. You are stating an observable fact. It's not open to debate. All you're doing is applying the law to that fact. And you can tell they're surety for it because they're paying to deliver it back, which they will. There's instructions on there how to pay it back.
I wouldn't know. I didn't open it.
Exactly. You're giving all their property back. Nothing they gave you is still in your possession. Joinder can't even be implied. And they're paying for it to go back. Nobody's sending you a bill for sending it back. You have stated an observable fact. No party addressed. And you're sending it back for that reason. An objectively legal reason.
And suddenly, mail's fun again.
Yeah. Seems like just yesterday I was making the Scott calls the census. And And I explicitly stated online that I was going to do this illegal thing. I explicitly said, you go tell him that I, Scott Duncan, explicitly state to him that I refuse to fill this out. That's the thing that nobody does. They don't examine what promises they made, whether they have to do what they say they do, and whether, and if you're compelled to do it, what is your consideration? If people had listened way back when I had that picture there, everybody needs to know what I'm talking about here. So what I'm going to do is temporarily share a screen. This one. All right. So I'm going to move this over here. Worst streamers ever. There, everybody see that?
I do now. Oh god, here we go. Oh, wait.
Derek Moran is in the center. That's Nora on the front. Gail on the side. Dean Corey at the other end. And Max and Chris at the back. Max and Chris being the only people who actually listened. Chris tried to teach you. He was objectively a better teacher than I could ever be. And he failed. Because everybody can't think or listen.
What do you mean the accounting never changes?
Jesus Christ.
Well, does that mean insert bullshit here?
And again, that's the problem. People listen to this dipshit. Because he has the illusion of knowledge, and all he'll do is waste time. Yeah, we're talking about Derek Moran, Kate.
He's still around.
Are you dying?
No, I was mostly dead all week.
Okay.
I'm much better now.
Ugh.
Like, when you said that if you have surety and accounting, then you've got all the power.
Yeah.
It's like Derek's constantly just trying to give power away. Because
Yep.
he's too stupid to figure
No,
it out
no,
himself.
well, the magic parchment. If I wave the magic parchment and I say the incantation, everybody at City Hall will go, "Oh no, not the magic parchment! I'm melting!" Like, I give away all the answers right there. The shit that lawyers and chartered accountants are legally forbidden to say. Legal is the law of surety and accounting. Accounting is the mechanism by which the story of the transfer of surety is told. If a lawyer or an accountant says that's not true, they're lying to you with intent, and they mean you harm. And you want me, you can tell them to come in here and I'll call them a liar to their face. And there's a reason people are around here for decades. They wouldn't be if I was wrong. Apparently I say hurty words and hurt people's fifis, so...
I thought hurting feelings was like one of the selling points, though. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me.
Oh,
Well, that much is certain. You're just going to tee that one up for me, are you? Wow.
so many.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Just going to tee that one up for me, are you?
Well, I try to do that trust but verify thing, and I try to find the things where you're wrong, and they don't seem to exist, so I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and learning along the way. So, yay me.
Yeah, you.
And then you read those articles and they open up to another level of understanding and you just go, holy shit, this guy had it all planned out. Nobody knew what he was talking about.
The methodology I literally steal from other people. Mark Twain and J. Michael Straczynski.
Babylon 5.
Yes. He did the exact same thing with Babylon 5.
5 years, all written.
But I write it like the great American novel. I tell you what you're going to read. I tell you what you're reading. I tell you what you just read. The answers are always right at the beginning.
Yeah, you just gotta focus on the fundamentals. One of them never changes.
That Facebook quote, I didn't write that, but you can tell I influenced it.
Oh, that one, yeah.
You are retarded. But that's just it. That picture I just broadcast there, that was 2013. Remember 2013, Katie?
I do.
You're right there at that time in history. And you know I was given the answers right at the beginning. You're a real world example. You of all people know that legal is the law of surety and accounting. And you found out the hard way, or the easy way, depending on how you look at it. Oh, Noah's gone. I was going to give him an example of somebody who listened. Listened to the fender. Listened to me.
Somebody with hantavirus.
Do you have hantavirus, Kate?
No. No, I have not been looking ratchet on cruise ships.
That's not what happened. It's faggots sticking rodents up their butt.
I haven't been doing that.
Good.
No, it's just, you know, the extended barometric fuckery.
See, everybody gets that when they get old. And I am experiencing the outer edges of it. And I'm like, this is the story of my life. I can see the shape of things to come. There's nothing I can do to intervene. Soon I'll be a weather vane, just like Tara.
A weather vane?
Oh, fuck. Tara can tell you the weather by how she feels.
No, barometric
Oh.
fuckery.
That's always been a superpower.
Look, it's Kitty. She would like to sit in your lap, please.
Well, at least it sounds like she's asking nicely.
All the years we've had her. To this day, Tara resents the fact that the cat picked her. I'll do it in a pinch. I'm not saying she doesn't like me. I'll do it in a pinch. But she picked Tara. I see you've got a kitty. Bet you think you're pretty cute with that kitty. Bitchy Kitty is a crossbreed between a purebred Bengal and an asshole-faced Siamese. That's what they're called. It's a very,
accurate.
pretty prestigious breed with papers and shit. Asshole face Siamese. And you end up with the worst traits of both. Bitchy Kitty is as stupid as a post. When Kate's mother got rid of Bitchy Kitty, she was rejoicing the fact that there's no puke around.
Thanks, Kate.
Guess what I did? Tell her what. How did I solve the puking problem? Was it medicine?
No,
Was it diet?
no.
How did I solve the puking problem, Fluff?
You trained her to throw up in the litter box.
Which is exactly what she does now.
How would you solve the puking problem?
Oh, that's right. You're on the rodent now here. How did I solve the puking problem, Fluff?
Trained her to throw up in the litter box.
That's actually true.
I mean, that's a solution.
I can cat. Life is good when you have a big fat cat. Brian remembers when we had 4.
Sure do. Feel my eyes itching now.
Yeah, he's deathly allergic to cats, but he came over just to see poor starving kitties. I'd stand in the kitchen and say, "Are there any poor starving kitties here?" And 4 big fat cats would come out of wherever they were lounging and Tokyo drift into the kitchen.
Fast, yeah.
Yeah, really fast, despite how big and fat they were. But I knew life was good. That's why we had 4, count them 4 big fat cats. The quality of your life can be measured by how many big fat cats you have. We had big fat cats. So I'm training Tara up to understand quantum mechanics, which can't be understood. Got a couple of steps to go through to do that. I have to explain that atomic spin. It's not really spinning.
High five, Doctor.
Gay!
Oh, Brian.
Gay! Gay! G-H-E-Y, gay!
Real punchy, Randall.
Group hug, Doctor.
Gay!
And what kind of clip joint you running here? How come Technical hasn't fixed the i5 feature?
Gay!
It's tradition that makes it okay.
That's right.
Gay!
Now that everybody's lost 25 IQ points.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, prove it.
I love how everybody just kind of sits quietly and basks in the
In the
what
gayness.
The fuck is this?
Fucking faggots. Ah. So I was discussing with the doctor and Tara how our hardening of Windows 11 was too easy. But doctor's not complaining. He loves that machine.
It's a champ.
But it really bothers me. It's never this easy. And yeah, while experience and knowledge and skill does play a factor, it should still be harder than this. But it's not.
Apparently the education version as well doesn't have the shit in it.
Oh, really?
Now,
Easy to get.
yeah, you need a key management server, I believe.
Yeah, I think it has to be validated, yeah.
Oh, I can write a key management server. I'll write it and go.
U of T and pick up a copy.
Yeah, but you have to know you can't use it for commercial purposes. The international version. Like, remember, these educational stuff, there's a reason there's a separate place in commerce for it. And it's strictly enforced. Which brings us to a story, Brian.
Yes.
Yeah, you've lived this history. You've witnessed this. This goes back to the illustrious Nicola Sorella.
Bada bing.
Bada bing. Seriously, he was every WAP stereotype. It was glorious. I loved it.
It's true. Come on, you love the hat and the big wolf fucking...
Everything. Everything. It's
Black
like,
boots.
celebrate your WAPness. I love it. But one of the things that was distinguished about that big giant building, the entry foyer had rounded stairs. You could go up and see this big wall with IBM's logo and 3Com's logo.
Bay Street Moose.
And that fucking Bay Street Moose. Well, whatever. That is a piece of history, and apparently it still exists. Which is multiple levels of retarded, but whatever. See, what Nick used to do is to illegally move shit from one channel to another. Applied Innovations had an office in Great Britain for a while, didn't they, Brian?
Yep.
Brian knows because he had the pain in the ass of having to remotely support that shit. It was right about then that he stopped automatically adding 10 IQ points to anyone with a British accent. So, why did they have an office in London, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. The office in London can produce documents, but it's problematic to verify them because there's a big giant ocean in the way, and most people didn't know what the internet was. So the office there would make up purchase orders for educationally priced IBM stuff. And they get AI to facilitate that. So these educational channel standardized high-end IBM machines would go all the way to Great Britain. But then they'd come back. Turned out they didn't actually move the machines, they just moved the bill of goods, which legally is moving them. Hence the term sold a bill of goods. It's not the actual goods. So the bill went out there and then back through the other company. So now you've pulled stuff legitimately brand new, they haven't been opened, from the educational queue, and you can sell them in the retail queue. Then your margins go from 3% to 25%. And that's accounting WAPs can understand. They see the physical goods, they can understand that. So Nick thought he'd found a way to game the system. Brian witnessed how well that worked out. And when you're playing in their arena, again, everybody has to understand, it's never your money. Ever. You guys get that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, everybody that was ever in the tender for law didn't have that superpower you have right now. And every time I tell people they don't know what money is, they don't believe it. They never believe it. It's still true. Oh, look, Derek Moran commented. He's literally bragging about being retarded. Holy shit.
Yes.
This is, like, there comes a point where you have to accept that some people are too stupid to understand what we're saying.
I try every day to explain things to stupid people, and I don't have a lot of success.
You can't fix stupid.
Yeah, it won't work.
That was the thing about Idiocracy. At least the stupid people there knew they were stupid.
Yeah.
Derek Moran literally does not know he's stupid. And you have but to look at his last comment that he posted. To confirm that. All three things are there. The accounting never changes. China is still paying off war debt from the 1800s. And as Chris points out, all countries are still paying off war debt. Why? Because the accounting never changes.
If Derek had value, he could bring that to the marketplace and turn
Yep.
it into credit. And then he'd be able to see accounting because now he's in a position where he's the creditor. But he'll never be in that position because he doesn't know he's stupid.
And that's just it. Stupidity isn't a deal breaker. Nick had an on-staff lawyer and chartered accountant. Nick was stupid as a post.
I don't even think Derek Moran could go to like a garage sale and flip something he found.
Well, I don't know. Stupid people do that too. They just memorize stuff. There's a lot of stupid lawyers because you can get a law degree through memory and recitation. Kate is here. Sean is here. Both have real world experience. This isn't a story to them. They know for certain that this is true. I know this because they're not serving 5-year bits for indictable offenses.
Wielding a pug.
Wielding a pug. Yes, I did keep that promise. I promised to always mention that her primary hand was holding a pug.
A pug puppy.
Puppy. While smacking a guy down in the street in front of witnesses with a collapsible baton. With her left arm.
Nope, there was no baton. There was no baton. It was a bare hand.
Assault with an ugly dog.
But she had the Fender, whose knowledge of legal dwarfs mine. And she had me. Not a single fact of the case was discussed. Right in front of you was surety, accounting, and the law of agency. All you did was exercise your rights. You demanded to know what evidence the court had that you had any surety in the matter. Because you need all three. Well, they didn't have that. Then the Fender dragged her in to show how they were going to cover up the record. That was amusing. Because they were going to the court records and voiding everything. In void we trust. The simple concept that you had the right to void anything with your name on it.
But the parchment is magic. I'll get in
Yeah,
trouble.
the magic parchment! Agent Smith will come and get you.
Yeah, crap. I have to go make dinner. Bye.
Bye. Oh, we just got all sorts of chicks here. We got Diane. Hi, Diane.
Scott. Hello.
Yeah, is there everybody showing up for these conferences that were supposed to end 5 weeks ago?
There's a demand, I guess.
I guess. But
The last one was Grand Fluff Auto.
yes, that's true. Which we should do tonight. You
It
guys
was
want?
very chaotic.
But it was Grand Fluff Auto. And can I drive a choo-choo or what?
That you can.
Yeah, I hopped on the choo-choo the other day and then I got like 50 calls.
If you fall off, doesn't matter how fast I'm going, I can back up and pick you up again. Now we got to fill the whole map with Scott and Tara propaganda. It's not the first time we did it. There was an old modification we did for 2142. We had a picture of Loopy Lisa saying, "It's not my fault," on billboards, which she thought was hilarious. And I have photographic evidence that the office is certified right up to the Unicron variant.
That's right.
Fucking right. And everybody's forgotten about all, like, Tara and the doctor were sustaining a level of standards in that practice that's unmatched everywhere. And nobody knows how to leverage or work around regulations better than Tara. But then the COVID shit happened. Do you remember all the retarded shit you had to go through there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get paid back for that?
Nope.
Of all the times I wanted Scott is always right to fail, that was it.
Cream. Would Kitty like cream?
Kitty would always like cream. She's a huge fan.
Let's test this theory.
Oh, there's Dave too. Let's try that. Oh yes, huge fan.
I don't know. Could go either way.
Brian still has his hand up. Okay. Oh, Brian, you have your hand up. Did you have a question? Is this thing on?
It is.
Yep.
The hell's Brian?
Sorry, I just had to go upstairs to little boys.
Oh. Okay.
Is that the Toto, Brian?
Fuck, Jerry, it's the Toto.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
It's fucking worth over $1,000. It's a luxurious place to sit. Toto.
So, Ryan, you look at the... Oh, Ryan's gone into Grand Fluff Auto.
I look at the what, though?
I see Ryan going into Grand Theft Auto. Oh, he's connected.
I know the starting image is something that you added to it, but is that music something you added to?
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, I guess I better fire up my machine.
Yeah,
That song was written... Oh, that's right. Well, then I'd have to go here. That song was written by commission by Giorgio Moroder for the 1980s version of Metropolis. The lyrics are poignant now if you read them. It's a song I personally relate to. So yes, it's Cage of Freedom by John Anderson. Yes, that John Anderson from Yes. Who, strangely, also writes their songs for 5 levels of understanding. God damn it, my copy of 5M is updated. All the cool people are firing up Grand Fluff Auto. To play Grand Fluff Auto,
Come on, Diane.
you need a copy, a legal copy of Grand Theft Auto. You then install the 5M client. Just Google that.
jumping off this very big building.
And when you launch the 5M client, you go to Browse Servers, and at the top, you put in gfa.cdd.com. Now, if you already have the 5M client, you can go to cdd.com and press Grand Fluff Auto. It will launch the 5M client and automatically connect you to Grand Fluff Auto. So easy, even a chick could do it.
This is a hell of a hangover bun. That's a folk song.
It sure is,
Always has been though.
I suppose.
Perhaps gaining in relevance as the years go by.
Kind of like everything I say.
What?
Kind of like everything I say.
What?
You really are the pro argument for spousal abuse, aren't you?
Thank you.
Ah.
Funny as crap though. Really.
Nobody's freaked out that I'm in. Hey, you can't use Milton.
What?
Yeah. Hold on.
Mr. Randall's using Milton.
Heresy.
Well, there's 2 Miltons out there right now.
That's just wrong. Where are we here? That's right. Okay, I'm just going to set them on fire. And now you're a random whore. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Poof.
That was cold.
What are you going to do now?
I don't even know what the fuck just happened.
I know. I know. I can't believe it either.
All I see is you just floating around, so good for you, I guess.
I am God. You just died.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the player model list. Can't seriously expect it.
There's something wrong with you.
I'm defending your honor, Brian. Mr. Randall's being punished for daring to choose Milton.
Why the fuck am I in?
Spawn is a
Ah.
scantily clad chick.
Oh, you'd by default spawn as a random whore. You have to know the name of the player model you want to be.
That's better.
Okay. I hope you've learned your lesson. No blasphemy against Brian.
Wow. So,
Yeah, I learned my lesson, but I'll probably be taught it again.
Oh, yeah. That much is certain.
I'm putting these head.
Real stickler for policy.
I'm putting the
I wonder
headphones
why
back
I'm
on.
being framed. People angry.
Like right beside you, I built a teleporter. You can go anywhere. You beat up somebody down in the lobby and grab their car. There's guns everywhere. I have to tell you everything. So, surety, accounting, and the law of agency. Anybody talking about anything to do with legal, law, sovereignty, and all that, if they don't talk about those things, they're scamming you. 100% of the time.
Oh yeah.
So, if you know these things are objectively true, why does my name never come up?
Well, people aren't keeping their promises, or I mean, I know if I try and search you on DuckDuckGo, it's real hard to find anything about you.
They were the first to purge me, and everybody loved them.
What should be terrifying for people in any situation where they're listening to a Freedom or Derek Moran, what should be terrifying is why does none of what they talk about actually seem to help? Because they're not giving you what you need. They don't know.
Except
But people never think about that. Like,
I'm
they
the
never see
only
it.
one. Why is that? How is that a thing? Like, how do you enforce that? Why isn't everybody talking about it? It's a serious question.
Well, you're the only one legally allowed to talk.
No, that's again, that's through the regular channels. Me telling you, you have every right in the world to say it.
Yes. Yeah.
People are afraid of the Jews.
Okay, well, that could be a reasonable answer. How does that play out practically? Because I am literally the only one with the real answers. And if you could show me someone else, I really want you to show me. But they're going to have to meet that qualifier. Surety, accounting, and the law of agency. You know this is true. Some of you lived through it. Some of you were forced to verify it. So whether it's true or not isn't an issue. Unless anyone here thinks it is. We can clear that up right now. Anybody? Why do I never get any pushback on that answer?
I wonder.
Okay. So, if I'm right, Why does nobody ever mention me or anything I tell you? It's a question I keep asking, and nobody's dedicated any effort to investigate how this can be possible here in the real world. Because if I wanted to do it, you know I could. I could push it out there like no tomorrow.
Yeah,
Nobody could stop me.
That's my thought process. Like, I know you could do it because you've shown me how to do it.
Yeah.
So I know it's not a matter of, well, can't do it. So it must be a matter of some external force acting upon it. So I've come to the conclusion that there must be some kind of filter. But I can't identify the mechanism it's acting on. So, Samaritan and all.
Mm-hmm.
My dear Samaritan. So, not that I've abandoned the thought process, I just know I don't see enough of it yet.
And yet, this is playing out in reality.
Yes.
You know objectively that we're now at the point where you simply can't survive without knowing what I show you. And yet nobody else, not even the freedomers, so why? Why is it a thing?
I don't know yet.
And notice everybody who came in here, they always come in here saying they want to help people. What the fuck is that? You want to help people. You can't help yourself. And what makes these idiots worthy of your help?
I guess the only thing would be if those idiots were trying to help themselves.
Can't help somebody if they don't want to help themselves.
But all of those people, everyone that was in the tender for law, every one of them still resents me for being right. And you guys get to live echoes of that. Everybody who wasn't vaxxed. The people who are damaged by the vax, if they bother acknowledging that they damaged themselves, resent the doctor for not taking it, for not falling for it. Everybody forgot about all the hoops they made him jump through. And the worst part about it is, every doctor, every single one of them knew objectively what they were saying was bullshit. Everything about the policy was bullshit, and none of them spoke up. And it's so bad that it's reasonable to believe that someone genuine like the doctor is these evil parasitic people that pretend to be doctors. Because there's so many of them.
I know a good doctor.
Yeah. But he shouldn't have to live with that stain.
The best medical doctor that we had here locally killed himself after coaching. He was a really good doctor, though.
These were all institutions that were once implicitly trusted. I tore one down because I implicitly trusted it. And they stiffed me for a bill. What replaced it was so much worse. Oh, look at all these guns lying around. Here's me sitting on top of the building while all of you guys are running around doing shit. Let's go for the closest. There. That's obvious. Boom. Next closest. So anybody who wants to play Grand Fluff Auto that's watching, this is what happens. When you spawn, guns appear, you gotta hunt them down, though. And sometimes they appear out of reach. I don't know if that's the case here. I don't know what I'm missing. It says there's a gun there, but there isn't. See, I should have got the player blips up and running. Because now I'm armed. I have superpowers. Oh, there's Brian.
I like my green Porsche. Hunting for guns.
Hunting for guns, are you? Uh-oh. Where the fuck did that come from? Just gotta arm myself up a bit here. All right, that's good. I wonder what Mr. Randall's shooting me with.
Has he got God mode or something?
No. Only I get God mode in my world.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
you-
there's only one
It's a helicopter.
We're all playing on the register, Brian.
That's right.
Is he firing?
Only I have the ledger. Mr. Randall just killed himself in a helicopter. Ha ha!